but I loved him. And it was buried in the carpet. It's like, this smells delicious. Alright, let's go. You guys ready?
I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Eliane. What's the matter? No appetite?
Oh, I gotta give you this thing that I don't remember why I'm giving it to you.
So, she wasn't there, but this was, huh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist file, but beyond that, I can't say.
I'm kind of using Tadgeru's voice, because I can't remember hers. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though.
Anyway, no use worrying about Eliane. I'm sure she'll turn out before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Would you believe that while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems Her Grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. Sultana's chambers? What are you waiting for? Go on, then. Go!
Okay, I want you to be able to hear game sounds, so.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
I feel like I need to turn. Can you guys hear this clearly, though? Because it's going to be a lot of them talking.
Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light. I am.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
Okay. Wait. Oh. So... Chamber of Rule. Wait, what? Wrong way. Shadow, you're being really annoying. You played with the cat all morning. Aren't you tired? It's my brother's home, and he's like, why can't I go play with them? Well, because you get into stuff when my brother's not watching him. Stop pulling on my chair. Lay down. Down. But yeah, the red is fading to pink. I gotta go in and have her retouch it, but I want to wait until my roots are... It's pretty red back here, like deep in there, but it looks pink on the surface now because it's lightened up and the blonde covers it. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till my roots grow out a little bit more, and then I'll go in and have her re-redden it.
Thank you for coming, madam. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchambers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Sure. Thanks.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
I almost had her voice right.
Pray, come in and take your ease.
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. 'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go. Your Grace.
It's a big bottle of wine.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
I thought she was gonna say she was dying.
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
You really take me that seriously in this costume?
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Did I call it? No, I didn't want to be right. Oh.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
It was totally that little dude. I don't know.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
Really? The Scions is being blamed for it? Are being blamed? Who's the maid?
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Everybody seems guilty to me right now, except for the Scions. Like, even that little Olafel. For some reason. I feel like they want that.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
What is the motive here? He's a sneaky little...
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
I mean, he's always looked shady, right? Ooh, pretty girl.
Whatever is going on in there?
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
I really wanted to go into old school turn-based. Okay.
go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without Her Grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army, and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant.
Oh my gosh. That's one way to
I
announce
expect
it.
this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthus. I do begin to see how...
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in Her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity.
It's pretty intense, you guys.
Bring in the prisoner!
Oh, I wish I was wearing a bikini. Damn it.
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
Oh, whatever.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
Well, it didn't work, so obviously we
How
didn't plan
dare
it.
you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
Why isn't she being tried?
This cannot be. Nanamo. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
Is he really saying that?
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
He's not a man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Like, I can't even believe he's saying that.
Would mock her, then mock her from hell!
Raban, you are now my favorite character. Why are they all running? I had reason to kill him. Oh man, he's raging. That's why they're running. He's like red. Yes, that was awesome. I kind of just want to watch that part again.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow Syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
No, the wine! Oh. Does he get a gun for an arm? I want that.
Oh, Rabong!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
Where'd his arm go?
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
Why is he not bleeding to death?
Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls. And a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter.
They were all in it together.
Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
Look at that face. Don't you just want to, like, cut pieces of his face off? Oh, God. They did a really good job with some of the scenes with Ravan. He's a druid? Why is no one helping him?
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Whoa. That was fast, Ophelia. They suddenly just like made his face super douchey. That's hilarious to me.
There you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
Seem in Philly a fight.
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancreds.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Yeah, where are the rest of the guard? Like, why is no one stopping them or trying to?
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Yeah. Epic.
Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
Limit break already. Finally, Ida and Papalimo get a chance to be super badass without me. Oh, the tunnel.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
This way!
Uh-oh.
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I had hoped.
Right? I know.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
Just shrugs at me.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
Well, brought down by a girl.
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done! Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Ophelia.
What?
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
So, everyone dies? Except me? Is that really how they're playing it? Where's he been?
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Oh. Go!
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
They're bringing back people. They have to. Yeah, that's a good point. Is that the same one from the start? Wow. I would have not have remembered that. I would not have remembered that, rather.
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were! Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
Not your child out, you know it.
And who might you be, young sir?
Oh.
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Ul'dah. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alphino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monetarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. It was only as we were leaving Ul'dah that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Black Brush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
So are those big things, like, full of air to make the cart lighter for the chocobos? Or does it fly? Them soldiers will be searching for a while, yet reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Ul'dah and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. I'm not doing a very good pirate. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Alright, let's go. Why are you waking up, you little boob? Wow. The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, but he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Tyranny, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not how I envisioned it. It's pretty dramatic. Master Alphino, you must not give in to despair. That will only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Tyranny are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Terrapin, but Alphino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Sid! Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise, but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both monetarists and the Crystal Braves. You did totally dead. Hi! Coerthus. Oh, Alphino. Coerthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. Oh! That was all over her pacifier. Oh my gosh, baby. Hey. So sudden. Burps, huh? Is that it? Yeah. That make you feel better? That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah and the monetarists and their cronies. To them, whatever. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states. But know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and her allies, no matter what the monetarists claim. Marshal Terrapin, I know not what to say. Now that Father would labor to believe it, but enough talk. You must go. Master Alphino, the airship awaits. Sweet girl. Oh, what is wrong? It hasn't been that long since you ate, you silly butt. Up, up. There's no rest for the righteous. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Harkefont. Maybe... Oh, mayhap he will know what to do. Man. Oop. That was super dramatic and sad. I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm waking up for disturbing to respawn, even at the volume I'm at. And she seems to want to be slanty. You got more burps in there, baby girl. Hey, you got more air bubs? I feel like there are more air bubs in that little body ears. Damn it. Damn it. Hey. Do I have to read for this one? I'm gonna be really pissed if I do. Master Alphino. Wait. Oh. Master Alphino told me your tale, Tyranny. It warms my heart that you should turn to me for all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your presence. Twould be the best if I explained in full. Please talk on your own. For these reasons. I really wish my chocobo would not stand there.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Uldar will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Sad day. So what companions was he talking about? I gotta keep patting her butt to keep her happy. Greetings, Madam Jalil. Upon proceeding to the intercessory, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh my god, you guys. Somebody said 45 minutes? Liar. Just saying. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes. His voice is soothing. You're right. Proceed to the intercessory. Hopefully this doesn't go past 5 o'clock. I gotta go at 5-ish.
No, tyranny is really you.
Yeah, we're the only ones alive though. I think. Oh my goodness. Tears.
I'm so happy that you are...
Oh, she thought she was alone.
I tried contacting Mephilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamen told me to run, and so I did. I ran and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way, and then...
Oh, baby girl.
Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand.
It's his sister. I forget what she sounds like. No, it's not. It's Yukiri, without her hood on.
Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions, even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped that You might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only crystal braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scion restored to their rightful place of honor. I feel like Yugiri might be my favorite. Might be. I don't know. I haven't picked a favorite yet.
'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alfino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Nebrialis is no more. The order was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be wanted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. I have unanswered thy summons. Emissary, speak and make thine intent known.
I don't remember this exactly, so we're guessing.
I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star.
Tyrion doing talking to these dudes? What's going on? I don't know about all that, man.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Wow. My left arm. Alright, so does the next quest that I pick up officially start Heaven's Ward? Is that how this works? I have to pee. that sucked. I immediately got hiccups. Dang it. Ow. No. It's root beer. Kinda wish. Texting my sister really quick. I'm gonna attempt to go until 5 and then my bladder's going to explode. Yeah. I just looked at it. See? Alright.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
I don't like the new voice.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefort.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
She's so cute.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here!
And we're gonna look to see who else is alive.
I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will show you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'd like to do something before I go. Guys, I have a half hour to play Heaven's Ward, if Respawn cooperates.
I would love to go pee, but I mean, I don't want to take up valuable time that I have left. Oh. Wait, what? Speak something like gate guard at the gates of judgment. What? Oh. That was dumb. Okay, cool. Oops, wrong button. Oh. Yeah, but everything's more complicated for me. Like, if I go on a bio break, then I might disturb to respawn. And it's a lot hard. Like, it's not super easy to pee with a baby strapped to your belly. What's past 4 attempts? Oh yes, you might pass. Let's go. And I'm still drinking Poppy and I have to pee. Because I'm super smart. I want to eat something. More cutscenes? Oh my god.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and her companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Okay. I am actually going to AFK for a second, and then we'll just do a couple, hopefully short quests at the beginning. And yes, I am a little bit disgusted at the amount of cutscenes, but at the same time, I enjoy them. So, anyways, I will be right back. I'm going to try to take no more than 5 minutes. So, perfect timing. I think that was 4 minutes. I feel like a million times better. Okay. Alright, let's do a couple things. But I want to eat. They're not going to talk, are they? Greetings, Mistress Mid-Eye. On behalf of House Sportons, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. Should have eaten while doing the laugh stuff. Oh. Yeah. been here? I thought for sure, like, I had been here. Did I go the wrong way? I feel like I did. Perhaps this way? Can I go through this way? Yep. Oh yes, good call, I will. Nope, I can't. I totally thought there was a door out. Son of a- oh, there is, maybe? Oh, there's hope. Yes! Hmm? Hmm? What? Where? Oh God. Where am I going? I'm lost. Leave it to me. Can you respawn? I'm going black. So, this is the place I need to go on another level or something? Don't do it! Let's go attune, and then we're gonna start over. Oh. So I didn't notice they wanted me to zone. I'm stupid. Okay. I get it now. I see all over the map where it's like, the pillars, go here. The warrior of light and her brave companions. Walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present to you my family home, Fortem's Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made. Here we go again.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortom, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortom, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies, don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Though our friends in House Forton have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It's only proper that we learn about our new home, so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Hi, baby. Hi. 'Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we depart. The documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. Oh, baby. Those documents identify you as wards of House Forton. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating their foreigners with foreigners. Dang it. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Forton. But let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Tyranny, Tattoo, the city awaits. Let's go! Quest accepted. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplin, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all their other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. If there are no questions... Let's run around while I finish my snack. Then I'm gonna feed the to respawn butt. The Outland, so named for the bronze grid shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgardian's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardians Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thornton's famed Knights 12? Famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined the King Thornton. I too... Wait, what? Who joined with King Thornton, I to put down... Okay, I got it. King Thornton the First to put down Nidhogg and found his great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars. Time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled crozier, I must introduce you to Mistress Elias, our master of markets. Should have attuned the other one, and I think we passed it. Oh well. Can I jump off this? Oh god. Yay! Just in a city. Allies! Something. Oh shit. Damn it. Hello. Well, you're clearly not locals on traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Quit looking at my foot, Shadow. I'm gonna clean this off. Actually, look, I'll just use the spoon that I didn't drop earlier. How's that? Ah, words of House Fortem's. Very interesting. Count Edmond has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the crozier. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Hello, Keegan, by the way. I don't know if you saw me wave at you. Our next destination is the Aetherite Plaza and Foundation, if everyone is ready. Cool.
pretty sure I missed one or two, but we'll go back. I think I just missed the first one. Yeah, we're gonna finish the tour and then we're done for the day. Got more time out of today than I expected, given earlier events. With the teary spawn being a little fussy butt. Doesn't even have a name. And here we have Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. Totally 52. Hells yeah. Oh man, is this another one? Another one! Why would you guys do that to me? As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Skysteel Manufactory stands to the west. There, our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, twould the best if you avoided that area. Oh. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you. It's like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir. I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Oh man, this guy looks like a jeep. Oh, come on to the size, have ya? Take a turn down the Hoplin and gawp at the statues. Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come then have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let you. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this tyranny. There are a few sources of information, more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news about missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too! So we're gonna go to a grungy bar? Is that what I'm to understand? Okay. Last thing. Last thing. Boop. Must say this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern.
We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments. Master Gilberlund. Just Gilberlund to do, and I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye. Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars, maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? 'Cause when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was Broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alvinad, I think it would be best if we return to Fortom's manor. You go ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that it is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly take them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please, you know how often I look after the waking sands and rising stones by myself? If I had a kill for every unwelcome caller I'd driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then, Tataru. Tyranny and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link Pearl if you require assistance. I will. Yeah, she totally just wants to drink. Alright, we're done. We are good. I am finally on Heavensward stuff, and I'm really excited to play next time and just do all Heavensward, and we're done with the crazy long cutscene ending. Oh my god. So, thanks for hanging out. Stream was fun today. Chat was enjoyable as always. My next stream will be Friday at 7:40 p.m. Pacific time playing World of Warcraft, as most of you know, but I have been keeping myself aware and alert and ready to stream at random times that I'm able, depending on when Tiri Spawn decides to take long naps. I can tell she's in deep sleep or this or that. Because I would like to stream a couple things. StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, and I would also like to stream Ark, which I have only logged on for a matter of 30 seconds, and I died like 3 times. But I'm interested in trying it. So, keep your eyeballs out for possible surprise streams. It all just depends on what's going on with the fam and the babby and all that good stuff. So, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I will see you guys Friday. Obviously, I'll have a couple of videos before then. But until then, you guys take care. I love you guys. Bye. Tiri Spawn, say bye. Tiri Spawn, say bye. You can't see her face because she's burying it.